brick made, bitch, I'm solid as steel. Break the homie, catch a case, we gon' fall in the pill. Gotta ride with the heat, cause my diamonds is chill. I got it on my jewels, boy, you must be tryna get killed. Real tote bag, red bottom or heels. Got them wondering if young Woo sign him a deal. Niggas can't fuck with me, I done served 100 bills. I be where the money be, flying over other seas. Truth is, I got more love when I was broke. Now I got money, seem like niggas want to smoke. Bad bitches wanna fuck me cause I'm dope. All I see is green, getting bundles with the lokes. I can't let a broke boy trick me off the street. Remember I was homeless, now you rent up on my feet. You spent in a year, I just spent it in a week. Still holding, chasing meals, showing niggas how to eat. Real street nigga, I ain't tryna play gangster. Young go getter, I just wanna make paper. It ain't saber with my Glock, I feel way safer. And it came with a drum like a bass player. Fuck getting ready, always ready for combat. Can't tell I got it on me, reason I love a compact. I can't sign a deal unless it's millions in the contract. Money on your head, then them killers push your top back. Young boss nigga, Woo to your peons. Better run like Ricky when we dumping out the Nissan.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Woo back with another On The Block reaction here on The Block News. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, not later, but right now. Listen, today, go ahead, hit the hype button. Also, let's push this shit to the algorithm and put it in their faces. But listen, today we back with another respectable rants video. The title of this one is called Dagim and Tiny Rabb Story. Revenge after robbery and murder the same night as Draco. I mean, what caught my eye about this one right here is that Tiny Rabb. I heard, I see on a cover photo that Tiny Rabb, he's throwing up trays, and I see that he's from PBG, and I heard Big Sad 1900 got a song called Free Tiny Rabb and somebody else, you know. So I feel like this will be something interesting to report on. You know, this gonna be my first time being introduced to Tiny Rabb, anything about Tiny Rabb other than what Big Sad 1900 already put out there, you know, in his music. And that song, bang. On my mama, I used to have that shit on repeat when it first came out. But listen, we finna get this shit going, man. Let's get it.
I mean, is it necessary I keep a gun on me? Now I'd rather get caught with it than get caught without it.
But now we have some breaking news out of Inglewood. An investigation is underway after a deadly shooting.
Oh, you call me doing my thing? Hold up, bro.
Out of West LA, where a shooting is under investigation.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about a situation between Tiny Rabb from PBG and Dagim from Inglewood, to where Dagim would lose his life. But for this story to make sense, we're going to start off speaking about Tiny Rabb first. Now, like we said, Tiny Rabb would be from PBG, and that would be from the same hood as Big Sad 1900.
I see that video, I see Baby Shooter in that video right there. It looked like they at South Park. If you ain't know, man, the 5 Trey Avalon are Gangster Crips. So are the Playboy Gangsters, so they're allies. And you know, even though the Playboy Gangsters, they like further, they on the, first of all, they on the west, they in West LA, and you know the Avalon's on the east side, but you know they still got a relationship with each other, especially running with the same car. They trades, you feel what I'm saying? Trades is gangsters. But listen, we finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
Tiny Rabb would also be a rapper, and his rap name would be Rabby Gambino 1900. And the day we're speaking about would be December 18th of 2021. And it's alleged that on this day, Tiny Rabb and a member from 8 Trey Gangsters would be at a smoke shop in Inglewood, on La Brea Avenue to be exact, in the neighborhood Piru area. And it's alleged that Tiny Rabb knew a bunch of people from Inglewood, so he would feel comfortable going to that store, considering that the 8 Treys and the PBGs don't beef with the neighborhood Pirus. But as Tiny Rabb and his friend from 8 Trey Gangster attempted to walk into the smoke shop, a group of people would be standing outside, and that's when they would exchange words. And they would ask Tiny Rabb where he was from, and Tiny Rabb would say PBG. And that's when they would exchange words, and somebody in the group from Inglewood would say F crabs. And right as the dude from Inglewood said that, he would pull out a firearm and point it at Tiny Rabb and his friend from 8 Trey Gangsters. They would then tell them to leave, But as Tiny Rabb was walking to the vehicle, the group of people from Inglewood would notice that Tiny Rabb had a firearm on the floor of his vehicle. And that's when the people from Inglewood would take Tiny Rabb's firearm and tell him to leave again.
Okay, so it seemed like the Playboy Gangsters, with them being way in West LA, they don't beef with a lot of hoods. You feel me? Especially with the Playboy Gangsters being allied with the A-Tray Gangsters. I doubt any bloods from Inglewood beef with the A-Trays, especially since the biggest gang in Inglewood, the Inglewood families, don't beef with the A-Trays. So it wouldn't make sense for the neighborhood pop rules or any other bloods to beef with the A-Trays. You know what I'm saying, man? A-Trays get along with a lot of hoods, you feel me? They one of them hoods that's respected and loved at the same time, you feel me? I got a few people I fuck with from A-Tray Gangsters also. But yeah, man, going to another nigga hood, going to their stores and they smoke shops and shit, that's always been dangerous, you know? It's a smoke shop, dangerous a motherfucker, that I used to go to when I was staying and watch with my sister. It's like off 105th, 107th, and I think Wilmington or something, you know, but same shit could happen right there. But as far as me, if I pull up to somebody's hood, you know, unless I know, see, it's what it seemed like is Tiny Rabb and A-Tray, they probably felt like they was good going to the store even if they seen a lot of niggas, because the hood they in, they feel like they good, you know. But to receive disrespect, you know, on that day for somebody that disrespect Crip, you know, can easily turn sideways. You know, niggas taking niggas pistols, you know, that's crossing the line, taking a nigga gun, taking a nigga protection, and then trying to mark a nigga out and tell a nigga get up out of here. You know, that's some crazy shit. But listen, the kids stay out the streets. It ain't what you think. It's all an illusion full of confusion. Finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
Tiny Rabb would then call the people that he knew from Inglewood, and he would try to have them de-escalate the situation and get the firearm back for him. They would then refuse, and they would give him the runaround. And Tiny Rabb would take this whole thing personal, and just a few hours later, he would spin back on the same smoke shop, and he would see a group standing outside. He would then walk up on the group in the parking lot and open fire, and he would hit Dagim, unfortunately.
Rabby gang. Cadillac.
Man, another day in the hood. Listen, when you from a hood or you affiliated with a gang, you in a hood, you friends with them, whatever, you have to suffer from the consequences of their actions. Now, Dagim, you feel me, he seemed like a good money nigga. It seemed like, you know, the niggas that's really about their bag, they don't really want to, they not scared of problems, but they know pretty much any problem fuck up the money. So niggas don't want to be fucking up the money. Niggas don't want to put themselves in a situation where they got to go to jail or some stupid shit that they started. So I don't believe the dude Dagim had anything to do with it. But just like I said, man, if you affiliated with a hood, them niggas do something. And if niggas spin back and it's a new group in that hood, whether they from the hood, don't even bang, just the fact that they over there, nigga, they at risk of getting killed, nigga. Oh, my mama. And unfortunately, Dagim paid the price this night, you know, for some shit that his homies probably did. Or some niggas that could have been his ops that was over there. Whoever was over there and did that to Tiny Rabb, you know what I'm saying, it turned bad. Dagim had to suffer the consequences. Rest in peace to him. But listen, we're finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
A murder investigation in Inglewood tonight as police try to figure out who and why.
But now we have some breaking news out of Inglewood. An investigation is underway after a deadly shooting.
And a crazy twist to the story is the day that Dagim lost his life, which would be December 18th, would be the same exact day that Draco the Ruler lost his life. And this would be a picture of Dagim and Frosty the Snowman. This right here would be him and Tiny Munchie. And this would be a group photo of him, Tiny Deuce, and Rucci, and a couple others. And at first, there would be no arrest made in this murder, and nobody would really know where it came from, considering Draco the Ruler lost his life that same night. But after a few days, Tiny Rabb would get into an argument with a few people from England.
That's ironic that on the same night that Draco dies, you feel me, Dagim from Inglewood passed away. And you know, I think the beef with Inglewood originally started with Red Bull and then Munchie B, which are Inglewood families. Then it just progressed to where Draco the Ruler was dissing everybody. And you know, unfortunately, he lost his life during some event in LA, you know, and whatever. Draco entourage got, you know, jumped on or whatever, and Draco lost his life that night. You know, a lot of people bragged or was happy that Draco lost his life, but ironically, nigga, it's always a lose-lose. Nobody win. If the nigga that did that to Draco ain't went to jail yet, but it still was a loss on the other side, and it's kind of ironic how Tiny Rabb is Big Sad 1900 homie, and you know he liked Draco. You know, he was inspired by him, influenced by him. That was one of his favorite rappers. And you know, it's just ironic how your homie basically killed one of your favorite rapper ops type shit, you know. But rest in peace to Dagim and free Tiny Rabb. Finna get this shit back going. Cause listen, you can't tell a nigga how to act with disrespect. Nigga take your shit. If a nigga take my shit, nigga you can't tell me how to react. You know what I'm saying? Everybody react to disrespect differently. But listen, we finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
Good, and he would taunt them, and he would tell them things like, "That's what y'all get." And eventually the arguments got so bad that Tiny Rabb eventually ended up telling them that it was him pretty much. And during this argument, people from Inglewood would tell Tiny Rabb that it's on with anybody from West LA. And eventually the people from Inglewood that was arguing with Tiny Rabb would tap in with people from West LA, and they would find out where Tiny Rabb was living. And just 2 days after the murder of Dagim, Tiny Rabb would be taking out the trash at his house, not knowing that people from Inglewood had his location. And while Tiny Rabb was taking out the trash, a gunman would pop out of the bushes and open fire point blank range at him. Tiny Rabb would then run the other direction, and the gunman would open fire and only hit him in the leg. And even though he was shot in the leg, he would manage to get away from the shooter, and the shooter would leave. He was then transported to the hospital by paramedics, where he would obviously recover. And 5 months after the murder of Dagim, Tiny Rabb would be arrested, and he was arrested on May 11th of 2022. And he was charged with 1 count of murder.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I like getting on the motherfucker bad side. I like upsetting the motherfucker. I like making the motherfucker mad, because anything that I don't know, when a motherfucker get mad, they're gonna be harsh. They're gonna tell you how they feel. If you wanna know how a motherfucker feel and get them mad, somebody got Tiny Rabb mad, and it made him self-snitch, made him tell on himself, made him brag about a murder he committed, because a lot of niggas can't hold water, fool. That's why a lot of niggas in jail, because niggas gotta brag. And you feel me? Motherfuckers don't just want to catch a body or care to get away. Motherfuckers want people to know that they like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to stay out of arguing, and you feel me? Because I don't want to, you know, show my right hand, my left. Because a lot of the times, a motherfucker just might be testing you, getting under your skin just to see what's on your mind, just to check the temperature. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
And 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. And the evidence they had against him was strong, because like we said, the murder would happen the same exact night that he was robbed, and it would happen in the same exact parking lot. So when police went to go look at the footage from that night, they would see both incidences happen. And they would see that Tiny Rabb had on the same exact sneakers as the shooter. They would also get a search warrant for Tiny Rabb's phone, and they would see that it pinged off the towers near the smoke shop. And they would also have him arguing with people on the internet in DMs. And they would also have a confidential informant from Inglewood families telling on him. He then had to sit in the county jail for 3 years fighting this case, but on July 10th of 2025, he would take a plea deal. He would plead no contest to second-degree murder, and he would have the second count, which would be felon in possession of a firearm, dismissed. And he took 15 years to life, where he's parole eligible, and he was sentenced on September 22nd of 2025. And that right there is going to wrap up the story on what happened between Tiny Rabb and Dagim. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But comment, like, and subscribe.
See, in situations like those, you know, it get tricky because, yeah, you got Tiny Rabb, he's a gang member. Dagim is a gang member that Tiny Rabb took his life. But Tiny Rabb wasn't acting off of, oh, I don't like the neighborhood power rules. Hell no, he was acting like a man. The nigga took your shit. You ain't like that, nigga. Some niggas go take it back. Some niggas come back and kill. I'm pretty sure the neighborhood power rules and the Playboy gangsters don't beef. You feel me? That's why still to this day you see Big Sad 1900 hanging with Frosty the Snowman. You'll catch them working together. Even though I'm pretty sure Frosty the Snowman is aware that Big Sad 1900 killed his homie, but it was because a nigga stole his gun. So like any soldier, any gangster, you gonna recognize like, damn, if somebody wrong, they wrong. Like, who the fuck took the Playboy gangster's gun? And they know we cool with them. Like, nigga, I'm pretty sure a lot of neighborhood Pirus would have came back busted too if a nigga took their gun. You feel me? I'm not into that. I'm not into taking nobody's shit, nigga. I'm a hustler. I like to get my own. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't that disrespectful to take a nigga pistol. Like, I don't really play them kind of games. But listen, man. Dagim and Tiny Rabb story, revenge after robbery and murder the same night as Draco, the ruler. But listen, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Not later, but right now, my name is Young Woo. This is On the Block News.
Bring the money straight to the block like King Von. Ice on my neck be shining harder than neon. Niggas wasn't moving right, now they left out. Ain't nobody crossing me, they getting X'd out, chest out. If you ask me, I'm the best out. Who got more money, me or you? Nigga, let's count. Cocky little dude, I be rocking all my jewels. Put it in my hand and the product getting moved. When we catch him, stretch him, put his partners on the news. Isn't it ironic how we talked about the school? Right there, on the block like I'm serving crack. Niggas better not speak on Young Woo, I heard he strapped. Everybody acting like they killers, that just murder cat. Niggas full packs turn track star when burners clap. Will Smith a nigga hit him with the Ike Turner slap. These niggas can't really rap, all they verses whack. Presidential rollie on my wrist, cost like 30 racks. I ain't never tripping on spinning cause I'ma earn it back. Yeah, I'm a real project baby from PB, nigga. Heard you hit the bounty jail and went PC, nigga. While I was looking like a star on your TV, nigga. You probably mad I'm shining hard with these VVs, nigga. Look, I was trying to put niggas on, but they had other plans. Talking about who's tougher, but I don't understand. Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Stack it up and blow it, man, don't run it up again. Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? What? Nigga, Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Yeah, nigga, I'm the fucking man. Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Tell me, nigga, Can't hear you, nigga. Speak up. Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Never seen it, nigga. How you ever touched it? Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Let the money talk for me, young nigga. I Roddy Richer nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Nigga, have you seen it before, nigga?